User? Hello everyone, welcome everybody. I'm supposed to be live very early guys, but uh came late. Hello Empress, how are you? How you been? How's everything good? So conviction guys, actually conviction is everything. Conviction is everything. Every conviction that you have guys is gonna become fact in your reality. I am well thanks. Take a fox skin. Thanks, Fox. Yeah, and I'm very perfect. Extremely perfect. I'm supposed to be live very like more early than that. On like actually like 9. I came late, very late. No, no, but from yeah, the 5D, yeah, 5D. You know, like I say, you experience time only in that dimension, that 3D. But actually, time is not real because everything's in that moment. That's why it come with conviction, guys. Conviction is everything. The technique is the mean nothing. The techniques are tools, but actually, conviction is everything. Conviction, like some people, guys, they have a lot of conviction and bad stuff can happen to them. Even say something bad, actually everything can be perfect and somebody I know something bad that will happen to me because most people have more conviction, on actually I can experience only bad stuff only. That's some people. That was me. I know that bad stuff. Eventually everything is perfect, but I keep assume only bad stuff can happen to me. I'm prepare myself for the worst. I prepare myself to experience something very bad. The actual experience what I really want to experience for real. You're on divine time and you go beyond space and time. Yeah, and and you go beyond, because time is not actually real, everything is in our moment. And conviction, guys, is life. Conviction is your awareness and your focus, guys. Because you have the conviction actually something one gonna be happen, something one gonna be something bad, one gonna be happening also. It's the same thing if you actually believe something amazing and beautiful gonna happen to you, you're gonna experience the best, it's gonna be it. But the worst is tools, you have tools to, technique, less resistance, all those things. But actually you have conviction, guys, what you believe on. It can be you can receive lots of money and but some people I knew it bad thing about I knew it gonna be happen. I knew it I gonna lose. If other people say no, you're gonna be fine, everything's gonna be fine. I knew it, I know. And they have so much conviction, the whole awareness and focus on this. And actually the one they want to experience the best is very difficult because they've been conditioned the mind, they've been focused so in depth their entire life to experience the worst only. You've been to the used to be an operator. The 3D, yes, the 3D reality, yes. The garden, love. Oh, you love to cook. What's your definition of conviction? You know, um, when you know something's gonna be happen. Eventually, the 3D show everything dirty. Like example, I know some people in the 3D everything can be amazing, but they still prepare themselves for the worst. They still in their mind have they feel worthy to explain only the worst, only the bad thing ever. I went one I went to work just you know I had a piece of you know studying general but you know I don't understand what you say, you know, not at all. I wouldn't understand. I wouldn't understand. Bro, I wouldn't understand, you know. Yes, yes, yes. Like you feel it's already done. Like the same way you can have a conviction, something that's how a lot of people, and that's the way the brain program us. You know, actually believe only bad stuff can happen to you. That's why people it's easy to assume only the worst. It's very easy to be able to assume the worst than assume the best, and they feel comfortable because they're not used to it. And that's why I've been saying, you know, from belief to faith in knowing. So the more you become natural to, the more you keep doing it, you become like a side effect. You become a part of you, and become a part of you. You know, and that's the way you grow. Yeah, become like a second nature. That conviction of life, that conviction of belief, that conviction. Yes, that's gonna be happening. That is gonna be my reality. That is gonna be my true sense of reality. If you say I'm the best, you don't have to actually know how we see yourself at the end. The same way somebody can prepare themselves for the failure. They're not overthinking. They're not overthinking about something going wrong. They just believe it's gonna be happen. They just believe something bad gonna be happen. That's it. They have the conviction. They feel, but it's not their fault. That's the way society program most people. That's the way society been program everybody to believe in those things, to act like those things, and to act like you know like this all the time. Like I say, you know, you have to let go of this reality and actually start to go with them because that 3D reality is only based on fear. If you're looking for validation, if you actually want to grow, look, trust me, don't look in that 3D. You have to go within you because most people, most that 3D is based on fear and prepare yourself for the worst. It's normal. The conviction to fear is normal. Like when you say somebody, oh, see at the end is already done. It's not. It's very difficult for them, but actually to have all those mental picture to experience something bad, that's the old self. You know, they can go in depth and see all the failure and failure and failure and failure and feel it, embody it, and become their identity. You know, they become that state every day. To to put it to us that how we are programmed to react in life. Yes, all the time. Friend, family, people. Like example, if you're very optimistic about life, sometimes your family think you're crazy. If you're extremely optimistic, if you truly believe it's possible, all your dream become true. Actually, you believe they will think you crazy. But you've been optimistic. You've been know like I can do this. It's possible. I know it's real, but actually this is possible. They think you're crazy because for them, you know, life should be struggle, fight, and always prepare yourself for the worst and always complain. That is not their fault. That's why I don't fight with them. It's not their fault. That's the way they've been programmed for a long period of time. That's why we are doing the positive thing in life, and we tend to feel uncomfortable because we're not used to it. Yes, Yes, that's facts. That's most reason why you most people feel very uncomfortable, very, very uncomfortable with those things. The human body is not supposed to be in survival mode for a long period of time. It's not good for the nervous system. Yes, that's true because that you can become extremely sick. Yeah, that's true. That's a huge fact. And I will tell you something, guys. Never look for your manifestation. The same way you never look for actually something bad gonna be happening to your life. Nobody never look, try to where it's gonna become, you know, actually something bad happened to me. But you believe you have that conviction, and you're in by that state, you know something bad's gonna be happening to your life, but you never look for it, but you know it's gonna be happening, and you prepare yourself from it. It's the same thing also actually when you actually manifest something in your life. The same way you have that knowing something bad gonna be happening to you. Actually, you have to have the same knowing something amazing gonna be happening to you too. Survival money is only meant to be used for survival, only for the life. Like example, survival mode can be for danger. Like danger is real, fear is not real. You know, danger is real. But after that, you have to get back in your true state. No, danger is real, but fear is not real. But just the is an unconditional understanding of money from done. Yes, and never look for it. Never look for validation. Never look when it's gonna come. Have that knowing, have that faith in actually embody that state. Be it. The same way it can be a state of fear is the same thing also you can do. Be in the state of knowing it is already done. Also, guys, everything you believe is gonna be your reality because you experience who you are. It's not the thought you have. You actually experience who you are because reality gonna reflect. But in this type of work, you've been for a long period of time, in a state of fear. That old self don't want to die. That old self gonna want to fight with you. Also remind yourself of what you accomplished to the manifestation. Yes, all the time. All the time. That's the best way to actually to build yourself, to pull yourself. Which gratitude that how you maintain your frequency a lot, yes. And the more experience you have, the more you're gonna go super fast. Very, very fast. Yes, you are the mirror. Yes, you are the mirror. The mirror when you reflect what you've been internal. Yes, that's true. Experience help you to gain conviction as well. Yes, that's true. The more experience you have, the more conviction you have as well. Yes, and the more conviction you have, actually, the more experience you gain, the more conviction you have, the more amazing stuff, the beautiful stuff you keep experience, the more actually you know what is possible. Because everything is possible, but time doesn't matter. Once you create something, once you create something, one time you will want to be keep creating even more to different possibly. Yes, you want to create more. Yes, yes. That's some people, not everybody, because some that was me. The doubt because it's very very easy to actually forget this knowledge and actually to keep you know all the time put your focus awareness on what you really want to experience. Most people, for like human in general, is because they've been programmed us like for a long period of time, all the time to put your focus in your awareness, and only bad stuff all the time. It can be like 60 stuff good, only one thing's not good. 60 stuff extremely amazing, only one thing's not good. And actually you start to complain about, you spend your whole day complaining about that one thing, and you forget about the 60 amazing stuff you've been experienced. That's the way they program us, that's the way they build our society. So that's what I've been telling people. You know, you have to remind yourself all the time. That was me. That's why I have a journal. That's why on my phone I have a notebook to keep remind myself who I am, you know, and actually what's possible. Eventually you have people you look for, you have some family member, close one. If you listen what they say, guys, you're gonna be very, very shocked. It's because your attention span on the short on the old program. Yes, yes. That's why we explain. That's why we have to explain that. Yes, because it's very easy, guys, to actually, forget about all those knowledge. Yes, remember it's important as well. Yes, reminder, very, very important, guys. You have to remind yourself all the time. All the time, you have to remind yourself. Because it's very easy to actually forget those knowledge. You know, and also, guys, that never, if you see, like I've been telling people, the way you see yourself, that's gonna be your life. If you see yourself as a loser, you're gonna be a loser. And also, don't let anybody get in your mind. Don't let anybody tell you who you are. You're the one actually know who you are. Don't let anybody. The moment you actually say, I am this, you actually embrace it and be it. But don't let anybody fool you. Make you think this or that. No, no, never, never, ever, ever, never. Because you're the one who can actually decide. Because you're the validation. People can say everything they want to say, but you, the one who can make a choice. I am this, and I explain this. That's who I am. No, because there's some people gonna lie to you. There's some people gonna want you to doubt yourself. Remember, you decide. You decide. You know, actually, that's why I say experience make you grow. The more experience you have, you grow. The more experience you don't know, you grow. And that's real. So anybody want to ask you something before I go? Yeah, because experience is a good teacher as well. Yes, yes. The best teacher is everything. I do have so many lies they give us, guys. You know, so much lie. Oh, if you have that job, you have that um, degree, to have this job, that's all lie, guys. Other thing is a lie. In that journey, guys, I learned so much. You know, but I made a lot of mistakes also, but I don't feel guilty for them. Don't feel guilty for anything. I make so much mistake, a lot of mistake, huge mistake, but I don't feel guilty. I can read the imagine, yes. From that journey, yes. We all been there, yeah. We are here to learn and grow, yes. That's why we do. That's why we come on earth to grow and learn. To expand that consciousness. Okay. I think the best way to expand our consciousness as human, beginning to practice gratitude a lot daily, daily that because that way we are always in our midst with the unknown. Yes, all the time, being grateful, being that frequency of love all the time, and you have to give yourself, guys, everything you actually want to experience. Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Anything you want to experience, actually. And we have the sense of conviction. Yes, that's the moment you start to have a conviction a lot. No, and remember, guys, you I am. You also have a human experience. You are I am. You have also have a human experience, so you actually have access to select what you really want to experience. And the rest technique, this technique, that is just a tools. But you have to know who you are. You are I am. You are awareness. You are pure consciousness. And reality is not fixed. So actually can, you know, shift reality if you change yourself. So you have that sense of knowing we are even top priority. Yes, we are. If you choose yourself, the more you choose yourself, you know who you are, you embrace your true essence. Actually, it's gonna be it. It's gonna be it. No, yeah, I start to feel tired. Extremely tired. It's out of your own, guys. So I have to go right now. Now I'll be live. Tomorrow morning, I'll be live. Um, yeah, yeah, I'll be live tomorrow morning. Yeah, tomorrow morning I'll be live. I love you all, guys. You've been chosen since the day you born. We born. Yes, that's true. Peace and love, guys. Stay blessed. And remember, you are one. Peace.